Okay, this is one of those turn the key and go moments. I'm leaving 105, going to 107 Arizona today to colorful Colorado. It's going to take me about 5 days, 5 nights to get there, and I'm going to just show you some of the places that I've stopped. So stay with me. Let's get on the road. My first stop is Williams, Arizona. It's on the I-40 and part of the Route 66. They're celebrating their 100th anniversary, so lots of things going on. Neat little town. And I met with Dan and Dottie at Goldie's Route 66 Diner, which had amazing local meat and everything, so that was fun. And we decided to go down to the Grand Canyon Railway RV Resort because they were moving. I'm going to show you where they're moving to. And this was fun. It's a spot where the train takes you down to the Grand Canyon. I didn't go on it, but there's a spot that you might want to do someday, and it'll take you right out to a viewpoint there at Grand Canyon. And while I was there, the car show was coming into town, and there was a 1956, I believe, maybe 59 Corvette that was just absolutely beautiful. And so I saw that parked there, so I just wanted to show it to you. Now, Dottie and Dan stayed at the RV park that night with me, but their intentions were to go out to the Bureau of Land Management or forest land to set up for the summer, the higher elevation, cooler temperatures. So this is the route out there. And it was really pretty there for the afternoon, and Dottie and I got a chance to do a little karaoke. You'll see a clip of her at the end. And then I ventured on to Holbrook, where I stayed at a truck stop that night. And I have to say, once you hit New Mexico, you know you've arrived. It's so beautiful, the rock formations and all that. And I opted to stay and Gallup at a hotel, get refreshed. Then once you get up to Albuquerque, you make that change from the I-40 going east to the I-25 north. And there's a place called the Black Mesa Casino that I've stayed at before. For 25 bucks you get water and electricity. It's pretty much just a side shoot of the casino, but you can't camp out there. So I opted to stay there for the night. And once I get on that I-25 north, I know I'm on my way to Colorado. It's a lot of the same scenery. It's kind of like when you go through Kansas, you see a lot of the same scenery throughout the whole drive. And I thought, well, maybe I'll just stop for a minute, take a break. It's still pretty hot. I haven't reached that point where the heat hasn't bothered me anymore. But I had some extra cheese that I had been nibbling on. And so I thought, well, I'll just give it to these horses so I don't end up binging on it. Well, they snubbed their nose at it. And I went, okay, fine. I guess I just lost it to the horses. And I will say that those moments where you can just park like that and just take your breather is just what it's all about. But now I'm on my way. I've spent 2 nights at RV park, one night at a rest stop, and one hotel night. So I'm going to spend my last night in a hotel in Raton, New Mexico. So I venture over to the hotel and I get a spot for the night. But what happens around 2 o'clock in the morning, I start getting bit by something. I think they were flies, those big horse flies. But I had to end up going out to my van for the night. And, well, needless to say, it wasn't fun. So I ventured back off to the Raton Pass that next morning. And I will tell you that the Raton Pass has always been something for all the years I lived in Colorado that I really feared because you have to go way up and it's a summit and then go way down and you enter Colorado right about at the halfway point. And at that point, I know I'm in Colorado and I've made it. And there's something really special about that pull off, that scenic view there because the skies in Colorado are so blue. And I am always, when I reach this point, so grateful that I've made it this far. But this year, my 80th year, I was just thinking how grateful I am that I pretty much had a flawless trip. Yeah, I got bit and, you know, it was hot leaving and all that. But, for the most part, it was a great trip. And I'm so grateful for the ability and the time of my life now that I can do this. And of course, when I reach this halfway point, I'm excited because now I've only got about another 100 miles up to Colorado Springs to see my family. So I just want to say at this moment, uh, fear not. Turn the key and go and experience these wonderful moments that you can when you're out there on the road. Well, I made it just before sunset, and my son couldn't wait to take me down to the Black Forest, local park and show me the tennis courts that we'll be playing on. And so there we completed my journey. I'm so grateful to be with my family. That's my son and granddaughter right there, and I'm looking forward to a great summer. Remember, I told you don't get too used to the interior of my van because there's always changes. Well, in this case, I must not have secured my monitor well enough because it fell over during my trip, and so now I'm going to have to get a new one for my editing bay. But that's okay. That's just a slight little mishap, bug bites, giving away my cheese to horses. Oh, there's always going to be all kinds of little exciting things, so we just keep plugging on. Okay, in my wing report this week, I was looking for some garlic Parmesan chicken wings. I did see this in Kingman at a Walmart. I thought it was very unusual to have wings there. I didn't know it was a franchise, but I went in and tried it. And I'll have to be honest with you, it wasn't bad, but the taste of it is kind of, what do you call it? Not unusual, kind of more of a traditional chain taste. And for the price, I would say they were probably not my highest rated. Now, I did get a call out to give me some ideas on the I-40, the I-25, and here's Gallup, New Mexico for Chili's. They have those dry rub garlic wings, and they serve that bread with the marinara also. I would say they're right up there with Silly Al's, really tender meat on the inside. So that's Fratelli's in Gallup, New Mexico, and thank you for that tip. Now send me a clip of you singing. Let's have some fun.
It is I should do. It's so hard to keep the smile from my face. Losing control and I'm all over the place. How to explain all the things that I'm feeling face to face? I just seem to go dry.
Bar looks great in Deadwood, South Dakota. Wild Bill Bar. Hey, get your merch on my merch page. Turn the key and go t-shirts, all kinds of stuff. The link is in the description. And thank you for joining me for another episode. And please like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And we'll see you next week.